Even in my house, when we have stranger, workers that would come to fix air conditioning, when they see the big cow woman, they all look at it like, oh, and they look and they stop and they go back and they stop. I can tell that they feel a little bit uncomfortable. What is that? But I don't want people to feel so uncomfortable, with a lot of blood and things.
Chantal Poulin Durocher, vegan, Heartfelt artist, part 2 of 2. Please continue watching to find out more.
Be vegan, 'cause you would love to keep the planet, don't you?
When walking in the scenic Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic in Azerbaijan, you may hear people cheerfully inquire "Nejasiniz." This means "How are you" in Azerbaijani, the official language. Noble viewers, my name is Ajami. The natural-loving people of Azerbaijan admire beautiful landscapes. May your heart also expand as you admire the loveliness of a flower, a majestic tree, or a bird person's stirring melody.
Smart kid? Ah, you are surely a vegan.
Today, it is our pleasure to present the show Chantal Poulin Durocher, Vegan, Heartfelt Artist Part 2 of 2. In Part 1 of our show, we learned that Ms. Poulin Durocher is a Canadian artist from Montreal who now lives in Panama. She is particularly enthusiastic about conveying the beauty of animal people and nature within her artworks and often includes small elements within them that hint of the injustice and cruelty that the animal beings endure.
I believe in that, planting little seeds everywhere I go, usually in a nice way, gentle way. I go smoother because you won't convert nobody with pushing or bullying or, it has to be done with kindness. And people learn more than we thought. Like the other day, we were at a restaurant and the little waitress, she's a Panamanian. And, she say, oh yeah, you don't eat meats anymore. I don't eat animals. They don't like it when, we say animals instead of meat. She said, what about eggs? I can bring you an omelet. I'll say, oh no, I don't eat eggs. You don't eat eggs either. I said, no. And she said, why? Oh, you want to know why? So I explained to her and she was like, oh, she said, I will never eat eggs again. Just like that. She said, that's terrible. She didn't know what they do with, the mail and everything. So little by little, here and there.
She has also seen the reaction that people have to her artwork that makes them pause and reflect.
Some people sometimes they send me a note or a letter or pictures and they put that in their dining room as a statement. And they say, when we have guests, they go like, whoa, what is that? And immediately they know that they won't eat pig on that table. For a certain person, it's like a statement, to affirm that even in my house, when we have stranger, workers that would come to fix air conditioning or they come to paint the wall or anything, when they see the big cow woman, they all look at it like, oh. And they look and they stop and they go back and they stop. I can tell that they feel a little bit uncomfortable. What is that? But I don't want people to feel so uncomfortable, with a lot of blood and things. Sometimes you see a very graphic art about veganism. This is not the way I want to take. I try to take the way of the beauty.
Many people have a loving connection with their pet family members. Ms. Poulin Durocher also paints portraits of people's cherished pet friends as she acknowledges the amount of love that is present in these relationships.
This little one is dead. He passed away 3 years ago, and his owner, she's sad for 3 years now. I tried to help her to let it go, but she can't. So maybe this will help her to, she will feel that she has a piece of the dog with her, and it will help her to let him go. I don't know. But usually people are really happy when they see the portrait of their beloved pet. Yeah, they cry and so much suffering, right? People suffer so much when their pets are dying. So my part is I know I don't make them alive anymore, that's for sure, but
You bring them back in some way.
exactly, in some way.
With her deep reservoir of compassion, Chantal Poulin Durocher also experiences very special moments while creating the pet portraits.
And I told them many times, I have the impression when I paint the dog that passed away, that the dog is on my right shoulder and the dog is helping. Because sometimes I do things that when it's done, I go like, whoa, I did that? No. I can't do that. I know my technical skill, and sometimes it goes beyond, and I know that I had help to do it. So I said to my client, you know what? Like this one Tigger, he did help me to do this portrait. And people are happy to know that the dog was, I don't know if it's the dog or someone else, but somebody is helping me. That's for sure.
Vegan, be superbly benevolent.
Generous viewers, we will pause for a moment to pour some water for our pigeon visitors in the backyard. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Courageous viewers, welcome back to our show, Chantal Poulin Durocher, Vegan, Heartfelt Artist Part 2 of 2. Ms. Poulin Durocher is keenly aware that by keeping a vegan lifestyle, she is in harmony with the Buddhist teachings that espouse non-killing.
I think it's the first precept is not to kill, right? And I had a Buddhist teacher a long time ago who told us, when you eat meat, you don't have the impression that you kill an animal. Everybody said, no, I didn't kill it. I just eat meat. I just bought it. It was already there. But he did explain to us that by the fact of buying the meat is to tell the store, please kill another one for me next week, right? Because you participated in the act of killing. You're paying somebody else to kill. So it was like, oh, that's right. So that's a very important thing for me that Buddhism brings to me, and also the dukkha, the impermanence of everything. So that's why we should, everything change, right? Our emotion, our thought, our environment, ourselves. So try to avoid suffering. We have to accept that things are changing. In us, in others, everywhere, all the time. So that inspired me too a lot.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Supreme Master Ching Hai Vegan has also lovingly reminded us of the vegan messages within Buddhist teachings.
Now, this is the part where I told you that Buddha was a vegan, okay? He said, bhikkhus, meaning monks, monks and nuns. The bhikkhus who do not wear silk or leather boots or furs or down from this country or consume milk, cream or butter can truly transcend this world. Hear that. That's the talk of the Buddha. He doesn't even drink milk. He doesn't wear silk. Both physically and mentally, one must avoid the bodies and the byproducts of living beings by neither wearing them nor eating them. I say that such people have true liberation. What I have said here is the Buddha's teaching. He doesn't mean only his teaching, but he means the saints' teachings, the holy people's teachings, past and present, for him. Any explanation counter to it is the teaching of papaya, means evil.
We asked Chantal Poulin Durocher what her wish is for our world.
What I wish for the world, it would be that people would be more conscious about our brothers and sisters, non-human animals, that they would see them as precious and sentient beings that don't want to suffer, don't want to be died, don't want to be exploited, and that we would share more love and compassion. And I think that if we do that with animals, we'll automatically do it with humans. At the end, it's not very complicated. More compassion, more loving world. More sharing, shop less, share more. We could share so much more. The dogs give me a good vision of that. They are 15. They could fight over food. But you know what? When everybody is well fed and they all have a roof and a bed, why would they fight? We live in a world where there's so many inequalities that, of course, when you don't have a roof, you don't have a bed, you don't have anything to eat, you don't have anything to lose, you're ready to die. So I think that, yeah, a more just world with more conscious people, you would stop maltreating animals. This is really the prayer I do every morning and night. I think about them and I'm doing some mantra for them. A lot of Homanipame for them, thinking about, because I know that since we started the conversation, how millions of animals already died. And I'm sure we can do better.
We truly appreciate Chantal Poulin Durocher for being a voice for the animal folk and conveying their beauty within her artwork. May her art open the hearts, minds, and souls of people so that they will treasure our animal friends and embrace veganism. To learn more about Chantal Poulin Durocher vegan, please visit chantalpaulindurocher.com.
Humans and animals, They have to come together and unite as one, like we did in the beginning. The respected spirit wolf, vegetarian.
I was really excited to see her happy made just a tremendous amount of joy for me.
I'm going to walk. Go. I love you.
She started kindergarten this year, and we've had some challenges and some not so kind things maybe unintentionally said on the bus or at school. And now she's really proud of her difference.
Let me see your special hand.
Bronx waits at the door for Brooklyn to get off the bus.
Bronx is my best friend. One of my favorite things to snuggle with Bronx. Make a wish, blow a kiss.
I am so excited to watch Brooklyn and Bronx grow up together. I can't wait to see what adventures they have.
Jubilant viewers, we have enjoyed having your company on today's show. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for The Modern Animal People Rights Movement Part 2 of 2 right after Noteworthy News. May we soon treat all beings on planet Earth with mercy, compassion, and love.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AJAR。
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定はsuprememastertv.com/スケジュール、そしてsuprememastertv.com/AJAR